Well, that's not gonna work.
When it's cloudy, I don't see you. When it's dark, I lose your spark. And I don't have another moment when you're not around. I know you're
Why are there so many Christmas films or songs?
I have got mysterious ways to bring you back into my life. And I'm gonna make you mine. I'm gonna make you mine.
This is terrible music. All right. Well, we've got a little bit of music at least. We've got some ambient sounds. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've been live or done anything on the channel. It's been about 2 weeks, I think. Obviously, it's been Christmas, so been a bit occupied with family stuff. And yeah, I mean, the little girl, my daughter, she has... well, she's now today gone back to school. Why is that not showing? This is not, oh, there you go. Okay, it is showing. Anyway, the little girl, daughter, has gone back to school now. So, yeah, we're back. We're back, everybody. Welcome back. This is great to be back. I'm very excited to get back to farming, get back to farm on, especially here, to be honest. There's a lot to do, I think. I have to quickly do a bit of a recap of what actually is going on. I believe this will be ready next month. I don't think, yeah, I haven't gone to sleep yet. So, as in the game, obviously in real life, I've gone to sleep, but that is neither here nor there. This is fermenting 4%. Is that it? Okay, so we definitely have to go to sleep. I think that's the biggest protocol for now, is to go to sleep. Let me just check. Ooh, I was doing trees here. Okay, so could potentially get some of this done. I'm really struggling with the trees for some reason. They I just can't seem to figure out how to clear the branches. I don't know if anyone else is... Also, there's no sound. I'm hearing the birds. Why is my music not continuously playing? Tennessee pistols. Oh, Christmas tree. No, delete that immediately. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Delete that immediately. To be honest, that Make You Mine song can go as well. That wasn't ideal either. We wish you a Merry Christmas. You can go away. And swinging in the barn. That sounds like a Christmas tree as well. Jingle Bells is definitely a Christmas tree. We ain't playing that. All right. Can I make the shuffle? Yeah, cool, cool. No, I don't understand how this thing works. Feed all. Okay, maybe I should just copy it all into my music folder. Anyway, we'll do that quickly. This to that. I can download a bit more. It's not the end of the world. There we go. We got music. All right. Now, why is my game not working? Yeah, that is definitely not working. Or at least I'm not hearing it. Are you guys hearing it? Are you guys hearing the game? That is on game. Probably the best way to do this is to... Yeah, I'm not hearing that. This is annoying. Every single... I mean, I haven't streamed in a while, so I haven't actually been on Farming Simulator for 2 to 3 weeks, so fair enough. But every freaking time. Display, no. I want audio settings. There's audio set. No, that's not audio settings. Sound, here we go. I can't select an audio thing. All right, let's see. Oh, there's definitely no game sound. Why is there no game sound? Everything's on perfectly. It should be right. It should be working. There's no game sound for you or for me. So I open this. So this is usually where I change it. This should be on Waveling Game, which it is. Put it on system. I have game sound now. That is weird. It shouldn't work that way. All right, and then I can change this to be on system. And then you should have game sound. All right, cool. All right, sorry chat. Sorry everybody. That was annoying. I then also have to do this because logic is G29. The logic always is stupid. But we're here. All right, so we've got sound. Everything works. All right, apologies everybody. So what I'm struggling with, to get back to what we were talking about, is removing the branches. It used to be a simple case of just running down the log like that, but that doesn't seem to be working anymore. And I don't understand why. Even when I crouch, there does some. Okay, did some. This doesn't seem to be doing the bottom one, so that's really annoying, isn't it? Anyone else have this problem? I've tried to Google it. I can't figure it out. Where is... So at this rate, I'd have to like turn it around. Oh no, that looks like it's moving trees. Oh no, that just deleted the whole thing. Yeah, that seemed to work. No, that deleted the tree as well. Okay. We'll try this one. It definitely worked better in FS22. I don't know why that isn't just the same in this one. Or am I just completely an idiot? I might be. Yep, deleted the tree again. This is frustrating. So that's 3 trees it's now deleted. And it doesn't do the bottom branches. That's so stupid. Come on, game. How are you supposed to do that then? Wonder, can I balance the tree? We should try that. I'm gonna try that. Oh no, whoop. Alright, well that didn't work, but at least I can do these now. Hopefully without deleting the tree. Come on, game. No, don't do that. See, this is too much effort. This is just, like, this shouldn't be this much effort to remove a branch. Or to remove the branches from the tree, you know? There we go. I'll just keep it as is. Alright, so whatever this, I think we've got 3 trees here. I'm just gonna double whatever this this gives us, because the game deleted 3 trees and I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Screw it. Yeah, 3 trees. Right, cool. 3 trees means whatever the game gives us now is what will double that. And again. Didn't remove the... Whoa, that jump is a bit much. Bottom branches. It's really annoying that it does that. Like, chat, just let me know, or in the comments if you're watching this after the stream, let me know if I'm doing it wrong. If there's, like... Is there a different way of doing it now? Apart from using other equipment? Because you should be able to do this IRL. Also, let me know what you guys think about the music. It's not necessarily... Whoa, that was glitchy. Not necessarily the best, and it's definitely not my preferred music. But it's nice and chill. I might just find some lo-fi music that I could just keep on. You know, lo-fi-ish. And again. Okay. I'm gonna share this with you guys because I speak to you guys and I appreciate it. I've had a bit of an eventful morning with work with one of my colleagues, which is a problem. So I'm actually already not really in the mood to be struggling like this. Apologies. I'm gonna try and not take it out on the game too much. But I do think this is something that should be fixed. Made at least as easy as it was. Or better. You hear that, guys? We're going on a trip to an amazing place. What is this music? Oh, it's coming. In your office? On the On the radiator outside your office? Anyway, sorry. Wedge-tail leather, a bit easier to run alongside the trees sometimes. What, like this? See, this is the problem. All it does then is just wants to, as soon as it does that, it deletes the tree. See, doesn't do that. You used to crouch and then you just run along, but hey, not anymore apparently. Anyway, thanks Wedge for the suggestion. I'll try it on a full tree, maybe that helps. There we go. Whoa, I could probably bring the trailer a bit closer, to be honest. Yeah, I am using the lumberjack mod. Although I have tried it before that. Keep getting messages regarding work, which is now distracting me. I'll try and focus. I'll try and focus on you guys. I feel like I've done some logging before Lumberjack was available for FS25, and I actually feel like before that I wasn't able to remove the limbs at all. So that might be, I haven't tried alongside, so that might be why. That's a possibility, definitely. Thanks. At least I've got something I could try. Appreciate that. The Lonely Coyote. Oh, that's a bit long. I'd struggle to reverse there, but that's right. Right, so I could probably go sell this now. I was gonna maybe wait, but in the end, to what end? Definitely not as easy as FS22. Okay, cool. So it's not just me. Okay, great. I am not necessarily known to be, but I am sometimes a bit stupid. So sometimes I'm like, is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, there's another tree there. Is it something I'm doing wrong? I'm never really sure. So that helps. Thank you. I much appreciate that. Nope, that's not. See what I mean? I should have just pressed that button. Or is he gonna put this tree in one foul sweep? Oh, there's another branch there. Is that already on the cabin? Okay, maybe I should chop it. What the weird music is this? Don't you dare. There we go. All right, off we go. All right, so I'll give us back some of the money because of the 3 trees that were deleted, and we'll go from there. I think probably not necessarily completely double. I'll see. If it's like 3 grand, I'll give us like 2.5 or something. I don't know, because that tiny white and black tree is extra. We'll go with that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll see what it gives us, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll go to sleep. Oh my word. And then tomorrow, not IRL, tomorrow in game, it's gonna be a lot of work. We got 2 fields, I think, to harvest potentially. So a lot of work to be done. What the? I thought he was gonna stop. Come on, AI. Drive. I'm trying to read a message here. Am I still going the right way? I think it's the end of the lane here, isn't it? Also, there's like a little bit of a... Actually, no, I can just get there... I don't really remember exactly where to go. Figure it out. I think as soon as I see it, I'll remember. Was it down there? Feel like it was. Right, let's see what we get. 3,202. How did I know it was going to be around 3,000? That's actually quite surprising. So 3,202. I'll give us 2,500 back. Not back, but more because of the 3 trees that was deleted. That should be fair enough, right? We're gonna go that way. This trailer looks so small compared to this tractor. Right, and I need to, before we go any further, I have to put back these sides, so I've got to go to the workshop, make sure its sides are back on, so that we can get the harvest from tomorrow or next month, basically, for next month in there. So we've got to remember to stop by the workshop. How's everybody's Christmas? Everybody's New Year's Eve. Apologies. Everyone have a good one. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. I've actually not actually had a lot of time off. I was still working my main job, but with the little girl, my kid, my daughter, being off school from, geez, what was it, 6th of December or something, I've really struggled to make time for Farming Simulator, so which is why I haven't actually been on here as much or at all. So apologies for that, but she's gone back to school today. So life should return to some form of normality between this week and the next. Right, we want to do this one, repair, you know what, why not? We'll customize it, and we want that, yep, cool, customize. And while we're here, what's the state of this tractor? Might as well repair it a little bit. Keep doing that from time to time, and that would mean that we don't have to spend a very large amount of money every now and then, you know, in one go. This trailer just is not very big. We will eventually have to get a bigger one. I'm hoping that the 2 fields we've got, the 2 canola fields, I think both of them are canola, I'm hoping that they give us a lot of money. From my calculations last time, it should be quite a large amount of money, which would be great. Gonna hear the music a bit more. I think lo-fi music would be better than this. This is supposed to be country music, but it's, I don't know, not very good. It's all obviously copyright free, which is why I'm putting it on here. But yeah, maybe should get some lo-fi music instead. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments and in chat. But not today. I'm very excited to make this bigger as well. I'll have a look into how we actually do that, but for now, we're gonna go to sleep. And we're gonna harvest. Okay. Lost a bit of money, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. This is ready to harvest. This is canola, right? Oh, it's wheat. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought we planted canola. Oh, yeah, because there wasn't flowers. That is canola then. It's got to be. And I don't think that does not look ready, which is good because otherwise it would be a lot of work. All right, cool. Cool. So we're just going to sell all of this. Maybe not right now. So it's probably going to go into the silo. But this is quite a lot of work to be done. And I feel like, what's the grass state looking like? This is like jazz country almost. Kind of weird. Alrighty. Here we go. Time to harvest some wheat. Unfold this. I combined this, didn't I? Yeah, so this is now 2 fields combined into 1, which will hopefully give us a bit more of a harvest, or a bit more of a yield. And we've got a pretty good yield as well, 95%. It's pretty good. Oh, what's that bump? Alrighty, off we go. This is going to be a long and slow process, but that is okay. I'm going to try and do most of it on my own. I don't want to get workers to do this. I don't need workers to do this. I'll probably, once I want to empty it, I'll get a worker to just continue for a bit while I take the wheat to the silo, but for the most part, I'll be doing all of this on my own. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the non-time-lapsed ride. gonna make it? It made it. Sorry, I know it's quiet. I'm just chilling, to be honest. I'm actually kind of enjoying just farming for a bit. If you guys want to chat, feel free to chat, but I'm actually quite enjoying just chilling, being quiet, softly listening to the music. I can barely hear it, but it is there in the background, and I'm just enjoying zoning out a little bit, to be honest. I feel like I need a holiday from having a holiday. Not that I had a holiday. I feel like I need time off from having time off. But this is going pretty well. Got quite a lot of wheat in here. We've got probably, well, almost a full load. Probably gonna get, what's that, like 8,000 liters per load, so probably gonna get about 24,000. I'm guessing 3 full loads, estimating 3 full loads, maybe even more, so 24 to 32,000 liters would be very good. Which will be anywhere from like 20k to 24k, I guess, something like that. Not 100% sure on what the price is now. I feel like I'm drawing nice little square lines here. Very cool. So I think what I'll do, chat. Oh, we're full. So what I think what I'm gonna do is, while I'm thinking of it now, and while I've got you guys here, I'll when I can, I'll stream, which will for the most part be Tuesdays and some Thursdays. And then oh, I should have just done this. And then what I like to do is do a specific video once or twice, not necessarily at the specific time to it, but try and make a video, a very well edited, fairly long, like hour to 2 hour long video on a series of some sort, whether that's this one or Zilanka or a roleplay series or something like that, and just put that out when it's ready. So record footage as I can and when I can, edit it, you know, make it exciting, make it interesting, and then do a video or two every month. Aim to do one a month, or minimum one a month. Aim to do 2, if that makes sense. But put it out when it's done. Not rush it. Not try and do a, you know, a video every 2 days or every day, because when I do that, it lowers the, I've proved this to myself now time and time again. It lowers the standard. If I try and do too much, well, let me just quickly, I'm just gonna have him go and continue. Hopefully he continues. Yeah, it looks like he is. I've proved to myself over time and time again that when I try and do too many videos, too much content in a week or whatever, just too much content in general, the standard lowers, which is not fair to you guys. The standard shouldn't lower. It should be the best possible standard that I can put out every time I put out something. To put it into perspective, or to give you an example, would be the average stream video I do, or that shouldn't take your time and put out good content rather than rush. Yeah. the average video I do is, you know, let's call it 30 minutes long, but there's very little editing because I have to put it out. You know, I'm like, all right, cool, I've got a Wednesday, Monday, or whatever the schedule is. I've got to go, yeah, do this video, get it done. I rush it, and I keep things in that doesn't necessarily need to be in, you know, because I want the video to be long enough. You know, I want the video to be 30 minutes, etc. And if I usually record about, let's call it 50 minutes to an hour. Is he broken? Looks like he's broken. Oh, no, he's still going. Anyway, right, we'll stop you, because you seem to be broken. Keep it lower, man. What are you doing? What was I saying? It helps if I turn it on. Where if I, for example, if you guys remember the 1 acre challenge video, the long one, although I made a series of the 1 acre challenge, I did end up taking time and editing them a lot more because there was, you know, 1 video a week. And I recorded, each video was probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of recording, cut down to significantly shorter. You know, I took the time to play the game and to edit properly, so that all the cuts and stuff were there. It wasn't boring. It was, you know, all the unnecessary stuff was out. It's gone. And it's not necessarily because of how the video performed, but I feel like you guys enjoyed it more. Usually the way the video performs is a good indication of whether people enjoyed it. And I feel like you guys enjoyed that a lot more than, for example, this series. And I don't think this series is less enjoyed because of the series itself. I just think it's less enjoyed because there's more fluff, if I can put it that way. More useless stuff. More stuff that doesn't necessarily add to the story of making the farm a farm. So that's my theory anyway. And like Logan, like you said, you know, take my time and put out good content rather than rush it. That is everyone says that all the time. All the videos you watch on how to make a YouTube video or YouTube channel, all of them say that. And I 100% agree with that. I have a tendency to wise. What is that? Hello? I mean, it's weed, but that weed shouldn't be stopping this. There we go. Okay, interesting. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Less content, but better. Just better. Also, I think takes stress off of me. Because whenever I do content, I'm like, gotta do this. And then I rush, and then, you know, or I get to a point where I can't do it because Haley's not in school, she's sick or whatever, and I have to look after her, and, you know, and then I stress, and then when I do have the time to record, I rush it because I try and get too many recordings in. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out exactly how and exactly what, but I think I'm gonna do that. I like streaming. I like chatting to you guys, so I want to continue doing that to some extent. But at this point, I just don't have the time to do that and record a lot of footage. So what I might do is just do like a shorter stream once or twice a week. So maybe an hour, hour and a half-ish, not full 2 to 3 hours of streaming. And then spend time and record a good series for you guys. I want to do a 1 acre challenge again. I want to do a 1 acre challenge on FS35. I really, really enjoyed that 1 acre challenge. It's probably one of the most, or probably some of the most fun I've had in Farming Simulator. Recording that and challenging myself with that. Oh my word, I'm stuck. There we go. So I definitely want to do that. There's a lot I want to do. I mean, on this one, for example, I want to be The goal for this series for Riverbend Springs is to own the entire map, and I still want to do that. It might just take a really, really long time. Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it. Schedule-wise, I'll have to see what I can do and what goes where. Yeah, what goes where. Struggle there. But I'm sure I can figure something out to make it work in a good way where you guys get to interact with me and I get to interact with you guys, but also at the same time I get to record the content that you all deserve. Record and make the content that you all deserve. Most of you probably know by now I do have a job that takes a lot of my time. I do also run another YouTube channel which takes probably more time than my job, which runs a Milsim unit, which is more based around the community. It's more about the fact that I run a Milsim unit, the community's there, and you know, I have to make the missions and you know, run the servers, etc, etc. So that is more what takes the time. It's not necessarily the making content for that. Even if you do longer videos, less time pressure on the editing aspect. Yeah, I mean, longer videos takes more effort to edit, because usually the way longer videos are made is it takes, you know, for example, if I take how I would make a long stalker video, even a normal stalker video for me on my other channel, it takes weeks worth of recording, as in when I have half an hour I'll jump in and I'll do a quick recording. But I can do that with Farming Simulator, you know, when I have nothing to do, as in I've done all my work, I've got 45 minutes, I can quickly jump in and just play the game. And over 2-3 weeks that accumulates into enough footage to make a good video. You know, that's essentially how it works. Some people that might have the time literally just sit down for 6 hours at a time and record. I don't have that luxury, unfortunately, so I'll do that. And for them, it's probably a bit easier to make long videos because, you know, 6 hours can give you a good amount of footage. The problem with, not the problem, it's both a good thing and a bad thing, but the problem with Farming Simulator is this: harvesting and working the field. It's a very repetitive process. And it takes a long time, you know. So if I'm, for example, harvesting now, well, we've probably been busy for 10-15 minutes IRL now doing this bit, and we're not even halfway through, you know. So if I record for an hour and part of that recording is harvest, it takes, you know, that's not really usable footage. I'm being very honest with you guys. I'm being transparent about how it works and how I do things. And obviously I'm more than welcome, or I always welcome suggestions or constructive criticism, because it helps me make better stuff for you guys. So anything you guys say, I'll definitely take into account, as long as it's possible, considering the schedule, etc. Yeah, fair enough. I haven't streamed, posted vids, so I thought it would be less cutting out. It does, yeah. So it does take quite a while. For example, this, like I said, every time I harvest, plow, or anything, if you use arable, if you do arable, it does create a lot of footage that isn't necessarily usable. A lot of it is, don't get me wrong, you can still do time lapses, you can do it in cool ways, which I like to do, but it takes more time to edit. So when I rush content to have, you know, 3 videos a week or whatever, I don't edit, and I just make it a time lapse because it takes less time to edit. If you want to make it look cool, like for example different views, different angles, you know, cool transitions, etc. during a harvest, because I can make this harvest look very cool and interesting. It'll be 30-40 seconds worth of footage, of viewers footage basically, so you'll watch for about 30 to 40 seconds, but it'll look cool. It'll be immersive and it'll be engaging, and it'll show you the process of harvesting, which is part of the game and it's important. But that takes, you know, to make that takes watching the entire harvest through for the best shots, and planning. As I'm recording, I have to go, okay, cool, so I'm gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, you know, that goes into a shot, and then, you know, you look for a cool shot here, and you'll go, all right, 10, 9, you know, stuff like that. That's easy to do, it just takes time. It's not really hard, it's not rocket science, it just takes time to do that. It doesn't necessarily affect the recording process so much. So actually, I'll show you guys now. I'll show you exactly what I mean by how that works. I'll get into the harvester, and I'll show you an idea of how that works and how that would look if you're doing that. For you, I mean, you can use that if you're ever thinking of making content. That's an option for you, and at least you get a bit of insight as to how that potentially could work. Turn this off. Right, so let's say, for example, I am now harvesting, which I am. What I normally would do is I would drive the first bit. If I'm making it for content, you know, I would drive the first bit, and let's I'm in here and I'm driving, right? Cool, I'm harvesting. So this is a bit of footage. This is, you know, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'd go to the end, so I'd keep it there because, you know, at the end we're going to swap, we're going to move, etc. So hold on, change. I won't show this, for example, so that 10 seconds there is something I could use, but I'd cut the rest out. I'll cut this bit out, and then I'll go onto the next one. Now bear in mind, you can, but most people don't do it on every lane, right? So let's say now I would get a worker to do it. What are you doing, worker? Where are you going? Nope. And that's the other problem. Workers don't always do what they're supposed to. So on this one, for example, I don't look like I can get a worker. I don't know what he's doing. But I'll just explain it to you. Right, so I'd get a worker, and as long as he, just to make sure that you go in straight lines, and then I'll get a shot like this, you know, 10, 9, and I've got to make sure that I'm actually driving in a straight line. So this shot won't work because I have to keep it steady. You know, I have to keep, obviously I'll have to remove the HUD as well. So I would do that. And as you can see, I'm going askew. So you could maybe make it here so I can actually see where I'm driving. Right, so that could be a shot, you know, 10, 9, etc, etc. And again, once we're at the end, I'll use that 10 seconds. So I have to then watch through the entire harvest to find these workable shots that I planned as I was recording it, and then edit that in, you know, or cut everything else out. So show you another shot, for example, you could do. And some of these definitely require a worker to be working because you're moving the camera, so it's difficult. You have to control the speed of the camera, and then you have to make sure that you're driving in a straight line. So I'm gonna just leave this as a straight line. So you could, for example, make the camera almost stand still, but it's hard to do when I'm trying to drive as well. And then as the camera, see, I'm going skew. As the worker works, you then go over, you know, stuff like this. You can make really cool shots with the game itself. Like this is a pretty cool shot, you know. It looks cool. It's shows you the span, the expanse of the field. You could also do a shot like this. You could do a shot where you spin around. And again, ideally you do this with a worker so you can focus just on the speed of the camera and not on where the, oops, shit, I messed that up now. On where the vehicle is going. So you'll do that for the whole harvest, right? So you take these little shots, and you can do, for example, if I'm recording it, what you can do to help you find these shots is as soon as I get a shot, so let's say I put the camera right here, I'll go now. And then at the end you go now, and it's not because of the now, it's just to give you a sound bar. Basically, there's then on the mic, so I record in 3 different channels, basically. One's for the mic, one's for the game itself, and one's for external, so either voice or music or whatever that is. So I can then see on the mic line there's a now, or there's a sound. There was a sound, so then I scan to that. I'm like, okay, cool, this is where the shot starts. And then, you know, so there are ways you can make that easier. But again, planning, it takes time. You have to scan through stuff if you don't do that, or if you forget to do that. And then you've got to edit it, you know, put in all the transitions and put the music over it. And very often what you want to try and do, if you want to make it the best possible video, you want to make the music work with the transition. So let's say we're talking a lot about just freaking content creation here rather than the farming, but let's say, for example, you've got a music, a song with a beat every 4 seconds, like a drum every 4 seconds or something, right? You want the footage to change then every 4 seconds on that drum beat. You know, it just makes it flow a lot better. So that when people watch it, it feels natural. The beat is almost what changes the camera. You don't have to do every single beat, but that is usually like 2 or 3 beats, and then you skip a couple of beats, and then 2 or 3 beats, etc., etc. So, and that takes time. You have to listen to the song. You have to find a good song that works with the footage that you've got, and then you've got to put the song over, adjust that. So, and like I said, it all just takes time. And I think that is the better way forward to give you guys the footage, the content, the videos, the farming simulator experience that I genuinely believe that you deserve. So I'll still stream for probably today for maybe another 40-ish minutes. I realized it actually took so much to put out a vid. I can see why a lot of FS vids are 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah. People don't necessarily, I mean, you've essentially got 1 or 2 options, maybe 1 of 3 options. You can have a long video, but every now and then, like once every 2 to 3 weeks, or you can have a short video that is very well edited. It's a fun video, it's an entertaining video, and you know, it comes out once a week. Or you can have a hour or you know, 40-50 minute video, but it's not very well edited. It's just the basics, you know, like most of my content has been. And what I maybe can do is, if I get better at it and I get a good system, I can potentially do 1 video a week, maybe even 2. It's unlikely, but let's call it 1 video a week of a very, very well edited video, but it will be, you know, shorter. That's kind of the trade-off when you look at what a content provider is able to provide, a content creator is able to provide. You kind of trade off the longer videos for shorter, well-edited videos, or the short videos for longer, not well-edited and regular, or non-regular videos for really well-edited, longer videos. You know, one of those 3. Maybe there's a variation in there somewhere, but for the most part, that is what you will have. And you can see this if you go and look at other farming simulator or just other content creators, whatever, you know. For example, I follow Operator Drewski religiously. I love his content. He's literally, I think he's the example of what I want, at least for my Tactical Bootneck channel, of what I want that channel to be like. You know, Daggerwin is kind of what I would like to do to be for farming simulator. But you can have a look. Like Operator Drewski's videos are awesome. Like, they're so good. He communicates well in them. It's well edited. You know, it's funny. He takes the time to re-watches his entire video, which is what you want to do. While you're editing, you have to literally play the video and you watch it. Now, bear in mind, if it's a 2-hour stream that you're editing down into a video, that's a 2-hour video that you have to sit there for minimum 2 hours. You have to watch that entire video through to find the fun parts or the good parts. And you know what very often happens, if you're a big YouTuber or streamer, what you can do, you can have a person sit and watch your stream and anything fun or interesting or whatever that happens, that person makes a note of the time and a loose note of what happened, so that when you go and stream, edit the video, it's quite easy. I think there might be a way to do that with like apps. So I think, for example, with a Stream Deck, you might be able to have a button that you press that marks a time. I don't know where it marks it, but you know, puts the time down somewhere. That would be very handy. If anybody knows about that, please do let me know, because that might be the way to do it, you know, if you don't have a team. I don't have a team, I do everything on my own, so unfortunately I don't have somebody to do that for me. And maybe in a farming simulator stream it's not necessarily as prevalent or as important to have that, because, you know, farming simulator stream, you don't necessarily have, you know, cool kill moments or awesome stuff. I watch you, Daggerwood, Chainsaw, and Syrup. I've not heard of Syrup, primarily when it comes to FS. Well, I'm very, very, very honored that you put me in a bracket with Daggerwood and Chainsaw. I don't know who Syrup is, but thank you so much, Logan. That's it's a bit of an ego boost there. But yeah, Daggerwood's content is cool. He's such a chill dude. He's just, and he's not, like, he sounds like he's in his mid-50s, you know, but he's not. He's actually quite young. I think he's early 30s, late 20s. And he's got such a relaxing voice, and he's just so relaxing about everything. He's calming to watch. That so far is quite a lot of wheat we've got in there. He does, I mean, as far as I'm aware, he still does videos every single day, which is insane. That's awesome. But I think he's been doing it for a long time now, and I think he's been doing it so long, a singular specific way, that he's just nailed how to do it. You know what I mean? He's gotten so good. Oh, I should turn that on. At recording and editing exactly the way that he does it, you know? So it's maybe, and I'm not saying it is easy for him at all. It probably takes him a long time, especially when he does the roleplay stuff. Like, that takes a lot of planning, script writing, and, you know, editing afterwards, putting in, like, especially when he, the last roleplay thing I watched of him was where he did I can't remember the farm now. He had his auntie and his uncle burnt the place down, etc. But he had like a wallet system built into his roleplay, you know, where his uncle would give him money and he would bring it up, like you'd see his wallet system and there'd be money in his account or his wallet now, etc. That stuff takes a lot of editing and planning. Like, doing a roleplay series takes a lot. It takes a lot of planning and preparation. You have to, every time before you start recording, you have to make sure everything's in place. So, like, let's say, for example, you planned to go buy a tractor secondhand from somebody. You've got to obviously have that character that you've got built somewhat. It might be someone new, so you don't need to build him out as much, but you've got to have this character that you have a name for, have a somewhat of a backstory, you know, where he is, etc. No, I think he's been doing it before that. I believe he's played FS 11. I believe he's talked about it. I don't know if he's done content on that, but yeah, he's done it a long time. You could probably go back on his channel and look at his first video. I don't know. Some content creators delete their older videos just because, I guess, it heightens the standard. I don't know, but you could probably go on his channel, have a look at when was his first video published. It's not hard to do. But yeah, I absolutely love the guy. He's also British. He lives, I don't think he lives very far from me, actually. He also lives in the countryside in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I absolutely love the dude. So being put in a bracket with him, or someone you watch, Logan, that's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. But crazy thought. I mean, to be fair, this channel has grown a lot more in the last year than I ever thought it would. Some of the videos did really, really well, and those are the videos that I spent the time and made it a good video, you know. the last ever since FS25, I've been trying to get too many videos out and the standard has dropped, and I am very sorry for that. I apologize sincerely, because you guys deserve better. You all deserve better. So I'm going to try and do better content for you. I'll stream when I can. Mostly it'll be Tuesday mornings like this. And then I'm gonna try and just make better content. Also, I've gotten a water cooler for my PC. I've got a new case for my PC, so my case is bigger, which means the airflow should be slightly better, which means I might be able to record and stream again at the same time. I might actually, I don't want to try that now because that might break. In a co-op, it's been a deep rabbit hole since then of finding good creators to watch. There are a lot of really good creators out there, farming simulator wise. One of the guys I watched a lot, who isn't farming, he doesn't do it anymore. He was David, I can't remember his last name now, but he doesn't do YouTube anymore. He's an ex-South African, or a South African. I'm also former South African, so again, bit of patriotism there, but used to do roleplay stuff. Very well roleplayed, which I really loved. I mean, there's Farm Sim Guy. There's Squad. Squad does very highly edited, fun, engaging, and exciting videos. It's a whole group of guys who most of them have gone from YouTube to buy their own farms through YouTube, through making money on YouTube. Where's that music? Anyway, so Squad's good. Farm Sim Guy. Scroft is a good guy. Farmer Cop is good. There's quite a lot of really good farming simulator content creators out there. A lot. And they are very good. I personally view myself as one of the lower ones, just because, not because of the channel size, just because of quality of content. Their videos are always, I find at least, more interesting, more engaging than mine. And that's just down to the editing. I just have to commit, and not necessarily commit. I am committed. I just need to bite the bullet and do less content. I'm trying to do too much, because I look at Daggerwin and I go, ooh, he does a video every day. I should try and do that. But he's got the capacity to do that. I don't. I've got a job. I've got another YouTube channel. I've got a kid. The Farm Sim Guy, he's got a series. He did a series on, it was a role play series. I can't remember what the series was called. No word of a lie, me and my wife watched that thing like it was freaking Yellowstone. We binge watched it. It was so good. It was just so engaging, so fun to watch. It was, you wanted to know what happened next. It was just one of the best roleplay series I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It was just perfectly done. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have a think about what it's called and put it in the Discord, but yeah, I cannot remember. Also, by the way, if you're not in the Discord chat, join the Discord through the link in the description. Get notifications for when videos go live, and also just chat. You know, there's a farm live community on there. They run on they do farming stuff on one of our servers. So yeah, get involved. It's a lot of fun. I think that will be next month. So we want to harvest, we want to bale this, but I'm probably going to, actually, do I have to wait? Should I wait? I definitely want to bale it. I don't have the money to buy a baler though. Unless we go and have a look for mods. Actually, let's have a look. How much wheat do we have? Let's start with that. Oh, we got 20,000. Okay, so that's obviously with now current price. Value at all stations, show storages. We want this one. And wheat. It's really cool that it shows you the value. So it goes up to 712. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait a long time before we sell that. Most likely. I like this though. This is really cool. What else have we got? Grass. I guess that still needs to be cut, so not necessarily a good indication. Can we sell water? No way we can do that. That would be interesting. Oh, so 7:30. Oh, so it tells you here. This is sweet. Max month is January. All right, well, we're going to try and sell it in January then. Gonna be a long time. So max value is 21,000. So not as much as I thought, but still 21,000 is great. And then the canola will be more as well. We've got the silage. Let's have a look actually. How far is that with getting... Oh wait, I removed the HUD, didn't I? 36%, so that's not going to be ready today. I don't want to bale this when because I'll need to release a baler again, so let's wait a little bit till the point where we can sell or bale that at least, which I think we should be able to sell that then. And we're going to sleep again, and we're just going to go straight into the harvest. I wouldn't say your content is off a lower quality as such, but as you said, like Dagger, when he's been doing it over a decade, it's practice experience. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. But yeah, he's done it so long, and you can see this, right? You can go back, like I've done this a couple of times with some content creators. Like I've gone back to like Karma Cut, for example. Again, one of the Milsim content creators I want to try and emulate. Have a look at Karma Cut's old videos, and then have a look at it now, and it's insane how much of a difference there is just from doing it for so long. And you know, I mean, I've been on and off YouTube for probably about 3 years now, but I've not been consistent enough for that to become habit or skill, if you know what I mean. Especially on Farming Simulator. I did about a year of Farming Simulator, then took about a year off, and then started again last year. So maybe not quite 3 years, but you know, and every time it's changing things around. It's not consistent enough to make it a skill and a habit, and it won't be consistent enough until the point where I have the time to stay consistent, you know. So ideally I get to a point where I can, you know I can do, let's call it 8 hours a week on Farming Simulator for, you know, recording, editing, and publishing, etc. And when I get there, those 8 hours will then accumulate into multiple hours of doing something specific every week, and, you know, making that into a skill and a habit and muscle memory almost, and I guess recorder memory or something, I don't know. But that's essentially, so I coach people, fitness-wise. That's what I do for a living. That is my main income and my main job. And very often what we tell people is we talk about the 1,000-hour rules, or the 1,000-hour rule, or 1,000 repetition rule. Basically, it's the same thing. And all that means is there's been studies on professional violinists and pianists and, you know, musicians and sport people. But all the studies have found that at about 1,000 hours or repetitions, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the movement or skill is, at about 1,000 of that is where a proficiency or a professional level has been achieved. So let's take a pianist, for example. At about 1,000 hours of deliberate piano practice is where that individual became a professional level. Or reached a professional level, rather. So like, for example, Michael Phelps, at about 1,000 hours of swimming, Michael Phelps would have reached a level of professional. And this is for the average human being. You get people that are more inclined to music or more attuned to music, or whatever you want to call it. So for some people it might happen slightly faster, for some people it might take slightly longer, but that is essentially the rule. That's kind of where you aim to be. And if you, and that is deliberate practice, right? So that is doing something deliberately the same over a long period of time to achieve a level of professionalism, in that thing. Whether that's editing or recording or whatever. Like, the problem is, let's say for example, let's make it easy, right? I do a press up. But every time I do the press up, or every now and then, you know, I do the press up for 3 weeks, and then I go, ooh, actually my shoulder hurts. So I'm going to change my hand position. So I want to put my hands in a different position. That changes the rep. It changes the movement. It changes the muscles it uses. Not necessarily the muscles it uses to the extent of which muscles it uses, but it uses different muscle fibers to different degrees, right? So let's say, for example, you do a press up with your grip a certain way. It might use 30% of your triceps, 30% of your pec minor, 30% of your pec major. It's not quite that ratio. There's more muscles involved, but let's call it that just to make it easy. If you then change your hands to, let's say, a narrower position, you might use 50% triceps, 30% pec minor, and 10% pec major. You know what I mean? So your pec major don't actually grow, doesn't actually get stronger. And then let's say, for example, 3 weeks later, you go, all right, cool, so I'm gonna change my hand grip to now a really wide grip position. Now you use 10% triceps. These ratios are made up. That's not 100% science. You need an electromagnetic reader to put on the muscles to figure out exactly what the ratio is, but it's just an example, right? So every time you change your hand positions, you change what you work on. You change what you improve, what you build on, pec minor, tricep, whatever, right? And it's the same with anything we do. To bring that home to Farming Simulator, every time I change the way I make a series, right? So every time I go, all right, from now on, I'm just going to stream it, and I'm just gonna kind of edit it together into a very loose edited thing, right? That is different from when I record, deliberately record, plan every shot, every word I say, you know, and then I do that for 3 weeks, and then I go, you know what, I'm gonna do a role play series, but I'm gonna write the script, and I'm gonna spend 3 hours in every single video, and you know, I do that. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, ooh, okay, actually this takes a lot more time than I actually have, so I'm gonna just not write a script, but still try and make the role play series. So now you change your editing method again, etc. The more you do that, the more longer it takes you to reach a level of professionalism. We'll still get there, but it takes a lot longer. So I think ultimately it comes down to, I just have to sit down, I have to figure out exactly what works for me with my current schedule and work according to that. Because ultimately, let's say for example, I have the capacity to do 2 very well edited videos a month, right? Because of, let's say I've got 4 hours a week to spend on Farming Simulator, to make Farming Simulator content. That's record, edit, etc., right? 2 videos a month. Let's say for example now in 6 months time I get a bit more freedom because, I don't know, I lower my hours at work or whatever, or I quit, or I get fired, right? I do that, and now all of a sudden I've got 16 hours a week to spend on Farming Simulator, or make it 12, you know. That means that doesn't necessarily mean that the strategy or the technique or how I record videos should change. What I should then do, which is difficult to do, but what I should then do is go, okay, cool. So now instead of the 4 hours I've got to make 2 videos a month, I've got 12 hours. So I should now just do 6 videos a month, you know, or aim to do 5. Rather than go, okay, cool, I've got 12 hours now, you know, I can make a video a day. You know, and that's the trap I fall into, me at least, not necessarily everybody, but that's the trap I fall into. I go, right, cool, I can allocate Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, 3 hours each, so 6 hours for Farming Simulator. 6 hours, you know, that's an hour of video. I should be able to make a video every day. That doesn't work that way, because then the standard lowers, which it has, and I again apologize for that. So yeah, anyway, I've been talking about this for a long time. To those of you that's joined, welcome. It's been a big discussion about what kind of content I should make for you guys, what you deserve, etc. So essentially, if you are unaware, I'm going to lower the amount of content. I will still try and stream, but I'm going to try and figure out a way to provide you with a good quality video every now and then when it's ready. It won't necessarily be on a schedule. It'll just be when it's ready. I'll basically record when I have time, and that might be 10 minutes at a time, it might be 20 minutes at a time, or it might be an hour at a time. And then over time, when I have enough footage, I'll put that into a video, edit it really well, and put that out for you guys. So you guys deserve, you guys get the quality content that you guys deserve, not the rushed, half-baked editing. What is going? Half-baked editing that you have been getting over the last couple of months or weeks, maybe. So yeah, there you go. Welcome. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, all of those things. Thank goodness it's all over. You can get back to work. I don't know about you guys. I always feel like I'm super excited about Christmas. I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite times of the year. It didn't used to be, but now that I've got my own family, it's up there as probably my favorite time of the year. And it's not because I get off from work. It's because I get to spend time with family, and it's all about family. And everybody understands that it's about family. I don't really normally get off work. I actually did get off work this time, which was handy because I had to look after Haley. I got to look after Haley. Anyway, but we're about a week in. Every Christmas, like even before Christmas Day, about a week in, I get sick of it. I'm just like, I just want to get back to my usual schedule. I just want to get back to work, do things that I enjoy, and that, you know, that provide some stability in my life. With regards to the schedule. So that's me. Or every year I'm super excited, and then Christmas hits, I'm like, ooh, actually I don't want to get over this now. Which is probably not necessarily ideal, but hey, I think it's fairly normal. But I'm gonna stop here and go grab the tractor. This has literally been a stream of harvesting. It has been non-stop. I should have piped out. Whoa! Sorry, that was me. I don't know. I feel like that should be bang on. Nope, too far. Oh no, it might be. Might be bang on. Yay! Alrighty, that's done. I'm gonna just stop this one here next to the field. Actually, no, I need to go fill that up. So why don't I just get in this one? I'll take the pipe back. And also get the worker on this while I take that to the field. Where are you going? Where are you going, sir? I don't even care. Come on, you do whatever you do. Why would he do that? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But it is what it is. This is such a not necessarily a well laid out farm. It's just such a cool laid out farm. I just really like this farm. Also want to get to a point where we can actually build that. So I'll have to buy planks. But we'll have to have a lot more money for that. I'm trying to think of what I can do to make these fields bigger or give us more fields. I think the only option is really to just buy another field. That should, I mean, that's the goal of this series, to buy another field. So should aim to get enough money to buy a fourth field. If I can buy a fourth field, it would mean that every year I make a little bit more money than I currently do, you know, because currently we're limited by the fields that we have, you know, not necessarily the the crops or stuff. It's essentially, you know, if you've got 2 fields that make you money, you can only make so much money a year. If you've got 4 fields that make you money, you know, you've got 4 fields worth of money to make every year. So that might be the best next step to make more money. I want to get to a point where I can buy all of the equipment we need, like a baler. We will always need a baler because we've got the cows, so we always will need to make silage, and we'll always need to, what else, get a wrapper. We could probably buy the wrapper fairly easily. I think I just need to have a look at the fields. And I don't know if buying the baler, I think it makes more sense to buy the field first. Because if we buy the baler, that saves us money, but that's 65k. That essentially will just, it'll take a long time to pay back. Actually, I don't know. The silage do sell for quite a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Well, the goal is really to get the fields, the cows bigger. So maybe I should just focus on that. Maybe just get more cows. I do actually need to get more cows and sell. Yeah, so we need to buy more cows, and we'll sell the ones we've got at some point when they're big, when they're selling for like $1,500. Actually, let's have a quick look. What is the cow situation currently? We should have canola here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at the cows. So we've got 18 cows currently. They're still fairly cheap. This one's almost at puberty. Well, almost halfway to puberty. Food. They don't have food. Oh no. Well, that's a problem. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get the worker on this, and we're gonna have to get food for these guys. So that one's looking, he's literally roughhousing the food pen thing. What do you call that? Oh, we still have food in there at least. Oh yeah, okay, cool. That's at least not too much of a problem. I have a feeling that the water trailer is going to be in the way. Let's push it. What is this music? I definitely have to find better music for you guys. Sorry. There we go. Right, and let's have a quick look here. I wanna see. I want to remove that. How does that work? Do a mix. Hey, simulator. Oh man, I'm really bad at mixing. 100, is that the same fence? How do I demo? How do I get it back into the, how do I get into the demo part of things? Sculpting, painting, no. Trees, plants, no. None of those. What is this music we're listening to? Next min? No, that's not it. Enter demolition. Oh, B. There we go. Alright, I want to see what this, how this works. not that one. It's this one. What do you mean area is restricted? Because of the cow? Oof, that's a lot of money. What the? Why can't I do that? Not the trees. Oh, it might be. Oh, thanks, honey. Again? Deathly cold. Oh, slippery. Yeah. It is cold with the door open.
Why do you have cold men?
Thanks. Right, this... Oh, no, that's not what I want. Did I just pay for... Oh, crap. That is not... Okay, I'm gonna give myself that money back. Sorry, everybody. Where are you from? I'm originally from South Africa, man. But I live in the UK now. How about you? Right. I don't know how to do that. Let's go back into demolition mode. What did I have? 8,000 something? I don't know why this doesn't work. I should be able to build here. See? But what the? I can build here, but I can't build there. I can build anywhere, but I can't build there. That doesn't make any sense. Well, we now have a gap in the fence. Whoops. Alright, screw it. And I'll give myself back 2 grand. I think we had more, but that's alright. Okay. We should probably do a mix. On an island and it's snowing. Yeah, I'm in the UK now. I live in the UK, and there is snow on the deck, but it hasn't snowed this morning yet. It snowed during the night. I don't know if it was actually snow or just sleet, but there is white on the deck. As in, I work in a shed. My office is a shed, so you know. There is snow on the deck outside, but in front of my shed. That's what I mean. That shouldn't be grass. We're looking for silage. There we go. I'd love to actually see the snow. Where are you from, Logan? You don't have snow where you're from? Alright. Would have been handy if I could see how much was in there. Did I have our snow? Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I'm a bit sick of the cold, to be honest. New Zealand? Oh, fair enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. That might be a bit too much now. Just reading chat. New Zealand, but no snow by me, middle of North Island. Sounds lovely. I would love to go to New Zealand. My brother lives in Australia, so I will at some point go down to Australia and then visit New Zealand as well. I would love to do that. Alright, let's do this. So we've got way too much straw. Oh, actually, that might still show me. Yeah, it still does it still show me? I think I did it. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. I did this exact same thing last time, didn't I? Ooh, and I need, what you call it? Okay, we'll stay with that. We'll go grab some grass. Which I'll grab one of the other bales. To be fair, I don't necessarily love the cold, but I agree to a degree where I don't handle heat very well. Although I'm South African originally, I don't cope well with heat. As soon as it starts affecting my ability to sleep, I'm over it. Ooh, that was close. No! Need hay? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I said grass, but I meant hay. Ultimately the same thing. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Steering wheel was turned. Okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I need to go buy a crate of, what do you call this again? Silage additive. Jeez Louise, that is expensive. Holy mother of silage. That is ridiculously expensive. Okay then. I can't believe that's that expensive. That is stupid. I think I said this in the previous stream or one of the previous episodes or something. Farming Simulator should make it so that we can buy smaller amounts. You know, oh yeah, I did it with the wrap, the baling wrap and stuff. Like, why can I only buy 3 grams worth of wrap? You know, when I went online, IRL, and you can buy single rolls of wrap for like, I can't remember what the price was, but I want to say it was like 60 quid or something. You know, but like, why can't I just do that in game? It makes it a lot more expensive and a lot harder. Like, if a farmer didn't have the money to pay for $3,000 worth of silage additive, that farmer wouldn't buy that silage additive. It's not silage additive I need. Such an idiot. Right, I'll just give myself that money back. I've always wanted to go to the UK. I have a lot of Scottish English heritage, and I want to visit the castles the relatives 600 years ago owned. Yeah, fair enough. What was that price again? 299.90. Okay, so I'll give myself that back, and I want, it's by animals, that's why. Oh, that's much better. That is much better. I can actually afford that. Well, I'll give myself the money back for the 299T for the additive, and I'll obviously hand that back in as well. Can I do that? Might be able to do it through here. Nope. Okay, I'm just not allowed to use that. Let's do this. Gone it is. In real life it boosts milk. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I grew up on a milk farm, so I understand the feed and I understand what you need and kind of what it does. I never understood the ratios because my dad always controlled that. Me and my brother just mixed it. But I don't necessarily think it makes much of a difference in the game. Ooh, I need to drink my coffee. It's so cold here that my coffee literally cools down in minutes. It's annoying. I like warm coffee. Not too hot, not hot coffee, warm coffee. But sometimes it cools down too fast. Coffee's so good with just cream though, isn't it? You don't use it? What, in real life or in the game? You mean silage additive or do you mean mineral feed? Right, open this up again so I can actually see what's going on. Hello? Oh, am I not quite in there? How low has this got to go? It's in there, right? Am I being stupid? Silage, hay, straw in game. I learned from YouTube. Fair enough. Why is that not lowering in? Is it full? It might be full actually. Crap. No, it's not full. Why is it not taking me silage? Me mineral feed, sorry. Don't roll. Am I missing something? Should I have it next to it or something? Whoa, that was nearly the coffee over my lap. You used to work in farming? What are you, a farmhand? Oops. I grew up on a farm in South Africa. We did everything. I think my dad got bored. We had, for the most part, from what I can remember as a kid, we had wheat pretty much every year. We had corn many of the years. We had cotton at some point. Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked. So I'm gonna up the silage a little bit. Contractors make the cash. Okay, that's all the silage gone. Up the hay a little bit. Only need a little bit for that to work now. Oh, what? Kidding me? Do contractors? I've always wondered how contractors work in the UK, because it's not really a thing in South Africa. At least not when I grew up, anyway. It might be now, but not when I grew up. But do contractors like use their own vehicles and tractors and stuff, and they just get the job and then they go, or how does that work? Do they work for companies? That then give them the vehicles to work with, or do they just use the farmers' vehicles? Right, we got what we need. I should probably do water as well. I wonder what's happening with that dude. Let's just go. Oh yeah. What is that? There's a cable on my desk. A loose, empty cable on my desk. Whoa, nearly hit that pole. Sorry, worker. Looks like we might get another load out of this field. Definitely need better music, right? Probably shouldn't have left the tractor on. Whoa, probably shouldn't have hit the silo. Simulator YouTube. What do you, YouTuber? What do you simulate? What do you play? Some as well. What am I doing? Oh, I was going to reverse in here. All right, all right, all right. Jeez, how much does this thing take? That is a lot. Okay, let's check the water. Okay, we're gonna have to go fill this up. Other way. My grandparents did livestock and had a play pit. Spent most school holidays out there. Learned to drive on an Asfagan TA28 when I was 9. Learned to operate the MF digger, loading trucks when I was 12. That's sick. That's a benefit of growing up in and around farms. Like, I learned to drive when I was 6. I learned to shoot when I was, I think, the same day. If I remember correctly. It was this is not where I want to be. Oh yeah, I want to be down there. And yeah, I drove on the farm helping my dad. You know, drove tractors, drove the truck around, drove quad bikes, all kinds of stuff. Like, I was way before I was in a point where I could get my license. I was, you know, I had, by that point, I'd driven for 12 years already, you know. South Africa can get your license when you're 18, or at least you used to be able to get your license when you're 18. They might have changed that. I don't think so. Done. So by the point I got my license, I've been driving for 12 years already. You know, that's a lot of experience for a young man or young dude. I wouldn't call myself a man back then. I mean, I don't know if I'd call myself a man right now. I'm probably just still a boy in an old man's body. I'm not probably. I'm 100% still a boy in an old man's body. And water is down. I do not like the gap there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. If there's something I can do with that. Might have to remove that tree, but I don't know. Might just be the cows. Might have to sell all the cows before we can adjust that. Does anybody know? Anybody have any ideas? Did I just see an eye? Yeah, cool. Oh, look at him play. That's so cute. Isn't that just so cute? I'll turn this off. Oh, he's lying down. No, little thing. Let's have a look. I probably don't know if I want to buy any more now, because I might have to wait to get that empty. Let's have a look at the next field that we could potentially be buying. $108. Geez Louise, that's expensive. That's quite a large bit though. I don't necessarily want any more land, I just want a field. That's not bad. 86, 79, 42. 42 so far. Is that 30? No, that's 336 or something. I mean, 42 is not bad. 41, that's pretty big. 57, 25. So we could very quickly buy another piece of land, but 25, that's a 1 acre. We could do a 1 acre challenge on this. By the way. Such small trigger points. Yeah, I find the water more so than the other things. Oh, this one. 45, that's not bad. That's a fairly lengthy, easy one to do. What's that? 1.8? 1.7. Yeah. Right, I need to skip this song because this is annoying as hell. All right, so there's a couple of fields we can have a look at, definitely. About 40k is where we're looking at. And it's probably going to be this one. That one's a good one. Considering the size of it, would be better to visit it, actually. Because then we can see. I mean, this is a pretty easy field to work. It's right next to the windmill, the famous windmill. That would be cool. And I don't think there's much. We might be able to extend it a little bit, but probably not by a lot. Here we could probably come to about here. So we might be able to extend it slightly, but I don't think it's worth extending that. We could go for a lot cheaper, which gives us also a bit of woodland here, but not any trees we can cut down, so not necessarily workable. No, too expensive. Definitely not. It is probably going to be this one. I mean, the other one is a little bit neater and easier to work. Field size, actually, that's a good one. Field size 1.13 acres. This one, field size 1.37. So essentially we're paying what, 3 grand for 0.04 of an acre, which isn't much. This is done. All right, turn this back on. We'll go empty this. I mean, with this with these two harvests, the wheat and the canola, and then the silage, it's highly likely we'll have enough to buy a next field, and possibly still work all fields. Possibly. I don't know. I'd have to do the maths. I'd have to see how much we actually sell it for, but that's still a year off. Still a while off from now. I think next time what we'll do is we'll be baling the straw and baling the grass. I wanna save leasing the baler until we get to a point where we're actually, you know, baling 2 fields or more than just one. The straw will probably sell because we've got enough straw here still. So that straw over there will sell. That grass bale field, that whole field will become silage because we've got enough silage for a little bit now. We've still got enough straw here to last us a little bit. Although I thought I baled that. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. No, didn't want to turn it off. I wanted to pipe in. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do or what we do. Figure it out. We'll try and make the best decisions possible so that the farm can grow successfully and as fast as possible, you know, as healthily as possible. I want to get the through the years mod so we can see how many years we've worked. I can go back and look at the footage and count it out, but more. Oh no, I'm reading your message, Simon. Morning. Actually catching a live show. Yes, you are catching the. Oh my word, I'm struggling now. You're distracting me. You're catching the end of it, but that's all right. Thank you. Welcome. Just because you showed up, I'll go for a little bit longer. Just a teeny little bit longer. We'll oh, not that way. I think I'll go to sleep. See what the silage situation is here. Actually, let's have a quick look at the prices. So the canola, so all in all, we're looking at potentially, if we sell it at max value, we are looking at quite a lot of money. And that is all in, actually, this is in December. Oh, come on, mouse. That's in December. So that's a pretty good amount of money we can make there. That's great. The silage will sell to next month. We don't currently have any silage here. We do have grass bales though, and that is this. The straw, I don't know if this accounts for the harvested ones as well, or the ones we just cut. I don't think so. Might be. Probably does. Which doesn't equate to much, really. Water. I mean, makes more sense to sell it, unless we decide to go milking cows as well, because then we actually need to put the straw in the pen. But probably not. All right, let's have a look at the silage, see where we are with that. And this is 87%, so that's pretty close. And what we've got 6, 12, 18, 19 bales. And silage's price at its highest is 221. So 221 times, ooh, what's that? Actually it's 3,500 times, no, typed that wrong. 3,500 times 19. That's 66,000 liters divided by 1,000. 66,500 divided by 1,000 times 221. That's 14 grand right there. So that's 14 grand plus a potential 26. Ooh, that's not right. I just typed 60. 26, 1, 2, 3, plus a potential 22. That's potentially $62,000 we can make this year. If we, well, it'll be mostly next year, but this financial year, if we sell all of this. And with that 66, we can buy the field for 45. And be good if we could buy one of these. Well, we could be good if we can buy, that's actually pretty good for the bigger trailer. We don't really need the bigger trailer just yet, but if we can get a baler on sale, that would be freaking golden. I would love that. Where are the balers? I'll also have a look at some balers for some mods, or we could buy the baler. That's just too much money. That's just crazy amount of money. I think I'm gonna have a look for mods. Let's have a quick look. We're going to be calling this here. We're not going to be working anymore on this for now. What I'll probably do is I'll stream the same series on Thursday if I can, if I get the time for it. Why is my mouse not working now? I think the battery might be going. So that we can, ooh, that's annoying. Let's turn that off. There we go. Let's have a look. Downloads. We want balers. Come on, give us some balers. Give us some balers. I don't think there are any. No. Oh! That's a lot cheaper. Whoa! Look at that! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're putting that on. That's for damn sure. Right, how about, I mean, that's very good. That's very, very good for us. What's this? 4,000, 6,000. I think we've got one already, so I'm not too worried about that. What else do we need? Nope. Mods are taking a little bit to come out, isn't it? Like, there are some mods that came out really, really quickly, and then some just, like, it's just taking it. Now it's just taking a while. I think it's maybe because it was Christmas, to be fair. It was Christmas and New Year's, and there's a mod for finance that shows all of your finances and sell times, prices, etc. on one page. Ooh, that's handy. Let's have a look at the latest stuff that's come out. German traffic safety, interesting. You know what it's called, the mod? Most downloaded. It's that. How old is that? $68,000. Auto load is quite handy. That's definitely handy. We're installing that. Ooh, there's an old tractor. Ooh, that's very pricey. Very, very expensive for an old tractor like that. Jeez Louise. Very old. Very, very expensive for an old tractor. And that's it. Small workstation. We could do that at the farm. That would be handy for $10,000. That's expensive, but it's handy. And then a bunker, real clock mod, production's possible. Come on, mouse. Yeah, I think my mouse's battery's dying. All the ground textures. Not sure, but I'll find it in the vids I've watched over the next few days and comment it on your next. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That would definitely help. Ooh, that is handy. It's easy to pick up the windrows, especially on turns. Yeah, we'll put that on. The wear out is quite bad, isn't it? I feel like the wear out is quite aggressive on this. For some reason, I'll put that on, make it a little bit easier. I mean, we might find it now. Better context actions. I'm not sure what that does. Not too interested in that. Real mulcher info display extension. I don't mind that too much. Which should be in gameplay, right? Not that. No, I know it's not that. Field repair pickup. I wanna make you mine. Okay, harvest profit. That could be handy. We'll put that on. Info display extension, real-time sync. Where field warning sounds. Make you mine. Better placeable sell prices? I don't know what that means. Nah. Guaranteed crop prices. Don't want to do that because that'll be too gamey. All right, I don't see it now. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Logan, Simon, Simulator, and no, I already said Simon. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll try and stream again on Thursday. If not, I'll be live again on Tuesday at least. But thank you, Logan, especially for the feedback and listening to me talk about my plans and my plans. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.